What is up? First to the floor, instant reactions. Celtics beat the Suns. We're back in the win column, baby. The bounce back Celtics. They never let you down. The Celtics win blowout fashion here. What was the score? 123 to 103. Even the bench mob came in and took care of business for us at the end there. Baylor Shireman getting to the rim, finishing. The bench, Tatum and Derek loved it. This is a good vibes game. Good vibes game. So, it's big picture takeaways. Not a lot to take away from this part of the season, but this is what we're tracking. Everybody, this is what we're tracking. Jaylen Brown and this knee situation. And if you listen to the podcast we did yesterday, we talked about trusting the Australians. The training staff has given us no reason to not believe that they know what they're doing. And Jaylen Brown would not be playing unless they thought this is what was best for the long-term outcome of his play and his health. So he comes out today, 28 and a half minutes, and just dominates on the offensive end. 31 points, 10 for 16, 3 for 4 from 3. Got to the free throw line 9 times, 5 boards, 3 assists, only 1 turnover. One of his best games statistically of the season. Now, every time he had the ball in his hands, I thought he looked good. Every time the ball was out of his hands or he was playing defense, I thought he looked like he was laboring or gingerly wandering around. So the magic of the basketball, when that thing is in your hands, you start to feel pretty good. And I guess if I was going to choose one side of the ball that I need to have peak Jaylen Brown for, it's definitely the offensive side of the ball. You need his rim pressure. You need his shot creation. You need his ability to punish mismatches. That's one of the superpowers of this Boston Celtics team is you have another guy in Jaylen Brown along with Jason Tatum and Kristaps Porzingis that can pick on a variety of different defenders. And to see Jaylen Brown do what he did tonight, we even had the one-legged half-court buzzer beater at the end of the shot clock. It was all working for Jaylen. I'm still torn on how to feel about it, but I think that we're just going to have to accept that it's going to feel weird to watch. It's going to look a little bit odd to see him clearly in a bit of pain, but we have to just take their word and their approach for what we're seeing on the court, because they wouldn't be playing him if they thought that resting was the better option. And this is why he's playing, I guess, right? He has to figure out how to be comfortable with the knee pain. And does it help that you're playing against the Phoenix Suns, who have a 28th ranked defense, which anytime you're in the bottom 4 or 5 of anything, you should be one of the teams tanking for Cooper Flag. And if you're not, and you're supposed to be a team that's pushing for a playoff spot or a play-in spot, and you're in the bottom 5 of any category, 28th in defense is such a fucking joke. So it's not a huge surprise that Jaylen Brown felt comfortable against the Suns tonight and looked really comfortable against the Suns a week ago. But hey, there's going to be some squishy defenses for him to take advantage of in the first, second round of the playoffs, and honestly, attacking Darius Garland in the conference finals. You want to see him attack mismatches? You want to see him knock down threes, knock down free throws? He was Derek White was a team high plus 28, but Jaylen Brown was second on the team in plus minus at plus 21 tonight. You got to feel positive, I think, coming out of the game. It's not good that he is dealing with the knee thing, obviously, but there's still when is the conference finals going to start? Not till the middle of May. So we have at least, I would say, 6 weeks between now and the conference finals, and that's when we need Jaylen Brown to look his best. And as far as I understand with a bone bruise, that's all it is. It's just time. It's going to slowly get better. And hopefully by the time we get to the conference finals, by the time we get to the finals, if we're lucky enough to get there, he's just feeling his best. And maybe it gives him extra superpowers. He looks good with the knee thing. If the knee thing gets better, maybe we get finals MVP Jaylen Brown back. Other story of the game, Kristaps Porzingis, of course, adds to his list of weird, unique injuries, gets elbowed in the face by, of course, a Martin twin. Cody Martin this time is the culprit, elbowing Kristaps Porzingis in the face, slicing him apart. We get the Kristaps Porzingis WWE going to the crowd, Drago bleeding everywhere. He didn't seem to be in a ton of pain, so I don't think that he would have broken his nose or anything like that. But I guess we'll find out in the next day or two. But he was pretty solid, I thought, before he left the game. 15 points, 12 shots defensively, protecting the rim. I thought he just missed a couple of chippies, maybe settled a little bit as well. But Luke Kornet, I feel like he's the story of like this last stretch of Celtics basketball. You know, if you want to have big picture takeaways, it's like he's going to be a real rotation guy for the Celtics, I think, in the playoffs. And he's proven that he can hang in some of the big matchups. And tonight, Jaylen Brown was trying to find him on multiple lobs, getting up there. We had his dad and mum in the crowd. I didn't realize his name was Frank. And I didn't realize that his dad, Frank Kornet, played in the NBA. So we credit both the Australians and Frank the Tank for Luke Kornet's blessing the Boston Celtics with his play this season. 5 for 7, 12 points, 4 rebounds, all of them offensive. And he just continues, like, if the most improved award was actually about who's improved the most, Kornet should be in the running for it. Like, the fact that it's just going to go to Cade or another guy that's like within their first 5 years in the NBA that was a top 5 pick, it doesn't really make any sense to me. It's not really in the spirit of what the award used to be, at least. But if it was actually about who's fucking improved, then Kornet should be in that category, man. Like, he's just solid every single night, can play in a variety of different matchups. And yeah, man, he rounds out your rotation in a really nice way. He takes you from an 8-man to a 9-man rotation that you feel really good about, and it allows you to play different lineups. You can play double bigs, not just with Porzingis and Horford, but you can play big with Horford and Kornet, or Porzingis and Kornet, or solo big with Kornet, and then go double bigs with Porzingis and Horford. It just gives you more versatility, and when you're going into the playoffs, additional depth and versatility is can't ask for too much more than that. Frank the Tank is not my nickname. Frank the Tank is Luke Kornet's nickname. No one is ever mistaking me for a tank unless it's in irony. But Kornet was solid today. Pritchard, I thought, had a nice game. A couple of big moments. 4 for 5, 2 for 3 from 3. D. White kind of stuffed the stat box. Stuffed the box score a little bit. 12 points, 9 boards, 7 assists, team high plus 28. I thought, I thought he was just everywhere, but like in a quiet way, making plays when you needed them, really connective. Oh, he had that beautiful play with Hauser on the baseline, backdoor cut, kind of penetrating and dribbling back out. Hauser sees him coming, fills the space, cuts backdoor, little no look to Hauser, finishes it above. I love anytime Hauser scores a non-3-point shot just because it's a little bit exciting to see where his development can be going. But and Hauser was only 1 for 5 from 3, but I thought he hit a big like momentum dagger, crowd popping 3 late in that fourth quarter, which was fun. And defensively, I thought he was solid. I mean, like, it's always fun when the Celtics win, but like, how excited can we really get about beating this Suns team? Like, fuck, man. Like, Booker took 29 shots tonight, 37 points on 29 shots. Like, he was fantastic, I guess. But like, this team is a joke. They're just not good on either end. It's kind of a disaster. But yeah, iconic duo. Devin Booker and big scoring nights in the TD Garden in losses. Seems to be something that Devin Booker likes to do. But yeah, we'll take the win. Celtics need to go. Speaking of, I was just about to say it, Jonathan, in the chat here. So 3-2 takes us to 60 wins now. The Celtics move to 57-20 with 5 games to go. Impressive shit, man. Impressive shit to rack up that many wins in a season where you've had a ton of guys in and out of the lineup with injury. Like way more injuries than last season. And especially when you look at the history of teams coming off a title, like teams typically lose between 9 and 10 more games the year after they win the title. And the Celtics are going to like cruise to 60 wins again, right? If you win the game against the Wizards, you've got to go 2-2. So we're feeling good about getting to 60 wins, which is another feather in the cap of this Celtics era of basketball, which reminds me, Celtic City, I'm 1 episode behind, but I'm excited to catch up on that tonight. But I'm excited to get to like this era of Celtics basketball because they have become an era now. Like multiple finals appearances, a title, maybe a back-to-back title. But yeah, man, all around solid performance. I thought they cruised. I wouldn't say they played awesome, but like they did everything they needed to. Didn't turn the ball over, 7 turnovers, got up to 39 attempts from 3. Like I thought Tatum was solid, but cruised. 23 points, 8 boards, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, only 2 turnovers. Ended up 50% from the field and 57% true shooting. The 3-point shot is off, really off at the moment. And it would be really nice if he could figure out that 3-point shot for the playoffs. But the number that I'm going to keep citing between now and the playoffs, Tatum shot like 45% in March in last year's playoffs, and it led to him shooting 28% in the playoffs. So I'm just going to say he's getting all of his misses out of the way before the playoffs, and we're going to go from there. But I would very much appreciate Drew Hanlon getting to Boston to help him figure out his 3-point shot before the playoff starts. But I think that'll do it for instant reactions. Tonight we've got Greeny back on the pod, Celtics late night, talking about the C's, talking about some big picture stuff. But yeah, man, we're back. Back from Japan, back in the swing of things. And we got 5 games left before season's over, and we're ramping up for the playoffs here. So appreciate you guys all being here. If you can move that little mouse over, hit the like button while you're here, would really appreciate it. But yeah, man, till next time, go Celtics.